What is going on, guys? So this is going to be kind of a little bit of a different video. Um, it's going to be kind of more just, a podcast style type of video. Uh, these could change week to week. I don't really know if I'm going to make a series out of it, what I'm going to do, but we're going to try this as Ben Kelly doesn't really do the podcast anymore, so you can make fun of him. Uh, but yeah, so that's just gonna be me kind of talk about different subjects, things I've been thinking about, doing, stuff like that. Um, I guess one of the big ones is just trying to enjoy life as much as we can. And what I mean by that is obviously we all got our grinds, our jobs, our side hustles that we might be doing, anything like that. And a lot of the time we're just in that go, 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 grind, grind, grind mentality, which is not a bad thing at all. Like I'm notorious for working too much all the time. Uh, but I think it's you gotta know when to take your breaks. Know when to take some time to enjoy life a little bit because yes, life is a grind at all times, and sometimes it feels like it's never gonna stop. But if you never take that initiative to cut out a piece of time to go in, I don't know, do one of your favorite hobbies, do a vacation, uh, anything like this, then it would just flat out won't happen. And this is something I kind of been realizing more and more recently, which it's kind of always going to be an ongoing battle, I feel like, because we always grind to get the next big thing or the next best thing, whether it's in a career, money, anything like that. And I just always feel like no matter what, we keep grinding to get something, but we never really take the time to actually like use. How should I word this? We never take the time to actually go out and enjoy the time we grinded for. What I mean by that is, let's say you've been grinding forever to get a higher paying job. You got your new high paying job, but then you keep grinding to the next promotion or something. But you never take like a week to go on vacation, a weekend to go and do some of your favorite hobbies. Just take time to yourself. You know, it's pretty stereotypical, but I feel like it's also not said enough. But you only got one life, so at the end of the day, it's everybody's choice to live it how they want. But in my opinion, I just feel like it's not great just working all the time, always stressing about work, never taking time for yourself, never enjoying life, never doing the things you like to do. Uh, that's why here recently I've been kind of how I structure my day has been a little bit different. It used to be work for like 8 to 12 hours, come home, do more work, work out, and then go to bed and basically repeat. Uh, Obviously, I'd eat and shower and stuff in there too, but uh, after a few months, I just kept getting in a mentality where I was like, I just want to give up on everything. Like it just nothing was interesting, nothing was fun. I was hating everything. Uh, and I'm not saying you won't have days like that. We're all humans. We all unfortunately have to do things we don't want to do sometimes, but I just feel like trying to schedule time for yourself really does make a difference. So like how I've been rescheduling my day now is I still go to work. I try to make it as obvious as possible. I only want to be there 8 hours. Yes, I am willing to work overtime, but my 40 hours is ideally what I want every week. That way I have time to go home. I might do some work outside of work, as a general manager, like schedule, talking to employees, things like that. Uh, But ideally, I don't want to do a crazy amount. I want to be able to come home, and then what I have been doing is some kind of work, whether it is related with my job work or trying to start some new. Whether it's, grinding YouTube a little bit more, uploading more videos, maybe looking into different side projects to do, things like that. And then also just taking not a crazy amount of time, but like I usually spend about 30-ish minutes a day, uh, just listening to an podcast, an audiobook, things like that. Not necessarily, I mean, yes, it's to learn more, but it's also just it might sound kind of backwards, but it's also to like unwind. Just let myself be curious about things. When you're stuck doing the same job over and over, you just kind of get in a rhythm where you stop trying to explore ideas, stop trying to do different things. I just feel like the half an hour I do a day just, kind of gets my mind off of the job that I work at. Uh, because I could be on call 24/7, text 24/7, which kind of sucks. Uh, but I feel like doing this just kind of helps me unwind, kind of get away from the mental space of being at work. Uh, and so I just feel like it's a good thing to do. And then I'll spend a good half an hour to an hour to myself doing something I like to do. Uh, whether it's playing games, going out for a round of disc golf, just hanging out with my girlfriend, watching the football games, uh, anything. Just, actually being able to take some time to myself and relax. Uh, which I know some people might say with all that stuff, uh, you might just not have enough time in a day to do that. And I totally agree. That's why some I've also done, which uh, was kind of hard for me to get over short term, but long term, it's just going to the gym less. And I don't mean like I'm completely avoiding it or anything like that, but I used to go 6 days a week, and I would be there for about an hour to an hour 20 minutes. Uh, obviously working out, doing stuff like that. But I've just kind of switched it up a little bit. I've been going a day, taking a day off, going a day, taking a day off. Might I achieve my fitness stuff a little bit later? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. But I would rather still be in good health, good shape, uh, relatively speaking, and be able to enjoy life more. That's an extra hour and a half every other day that I can use to, just do some of the stuff I want to do, or may work more towards my side goals to leave my job one day. You know, uh, so I just feel like taking time to yourself is really needed. And if you don't, it just the overloading stress will eventually get after you. And one thing I've been kind of realizing too is it's not even necessarily stress itself, but it's stress about like responsibilities that you don't want to do. And it's not like I have to clean the house type of responsibility either. Like everyone has to clean their house, but like your job is such a odd thing to kind of talk about because it's something everybody for the most part has to do, but I would say 80% of people don't want to do it. And so the biggest thing I feel like is when you have to spend usually 8+ hours a day towards something like that, it just gets a toll on you after a while, you know, your performance and everything. Like even though I've been going to the gym less, I feel like my performance has been higher because I've been less stressed, been able to like actually live in the present while I'm working out, things like that. And I I think it just kind of goes in all aspects of life. Uh, Life is always going to be a grind. There's always going to be a next step, but I just want everyone to remember that there's always going to be more to do uh, outside of just your job, and that you really need to utilize your time, kind of as best you can, because it is one life. You only get to live it once. You might as well make the most of it. I'm not saying go and put all your money and house and everything on black at the casino and hope things go well because you only live once. But you know, just kind of do it smart. Just you know, get all your means done. Try to do what you can to get ahead in life, but always make sure to look out for yourself too, because at the end of the day, you are your most important asset. Without no you being happy, like all the stuff you're working for is pretty worthless in my opinion. So, um, yeah, that's gonna be kind of the end of this podcast. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do more of these. If they're gonna be on different subjects, maybe something less. I don't know the word. Less impactful. Like maybe it's gonna be some like my round of disc golf the other day. I don't know. But just kind of want to put out a video. Because it's something I like to do. Take time and do some of the stuff I like to do. So this is one of them. And I feel like doing a podcast is just something I haven't done in a while. So yeah. But if you guys did enjoy it, go ahead, give it a like, comment. Let me know kind of what your thoughts on this, how you've been combating the work-life balance, taking time for yourself, and things like that. So hope all you guys have a great rest of your day. Until next time, peace.